Good day, Bermuda, and welcome to another blog. In this blog, we're going to talk about single parenting and the impact that it has on our young people. When we think of single parenting, many times, most times, majority of the times, we think of a mother with her kids doing more than her share of responsibilities in raising her kids. We hear of many stories of the fathers not being around, not being involved in their kids' lives, and therefore it has left the mother with a heavy burden of doing a mother's job and partially a father's job. That is the story that many of us have heard. Um, Again, let me say that it's impossible to eradicate all single mothers. And the idea that um, it will never happen is ludicrous. We will always have problems. Without problems, we won't have solutions. And so, unfortunately, there will be some um, single parenting that would always have to happen. It's happening since the beginning of time. Unfortunately, that's the way that things are. However, I think that we can lessen the amount of single parentings that is actually going on. And of course, if there is less single parents, then that means that we have worked towards a solution. I will encourage all of the mothers who have been left with this burden of raising kids on their own to continue to stay optimistic and continue to stay positive in your um, parental responsibilities. Um, Too often, what we have is we have fathers who have used their kids to get back at their mothers. And also, we have many females who have used their kids to get back at their child's fathers. That is wrong, number one. We need to focus on what is needed and what is necessary for our young people. So, this video, this blog, is to our fathers and also to our mothers. To our fathers, I will say this: your kid has your DNA in them. That is little you running around there. For the fathers who are not involved in their kids' lives, I beg you and encourage you to get involved in your kids' life. Your kid needs their biological parents because they have your genetics and DNA. They walk like you, talk like you, act like you, look like you. If you ask any single mother, they will tell you that their child has their father in them. And so you can't get away from the responsibility, men. You cannot get away from their responsibility. To our mothers, as I have worked with hundreds and hundreds of young people, I have came across many single mothers who explained to me that the father is not involved in the life and in the child's life and so forth. And many times I have approached the father in a respectable manner. Many times I have had previous relationships with the fathers in some way, shape, or form, friendship or something. So it's easy for me to approach a father in a respectable manner. Um, and I hear the story many times that the father wants to be involved in the kids' lives, but for the mother and the court system and all the rest of a lot of red tape that they have to go through just to be involved with their child. I think that is pretty much tragic because our child, our children should not be used as pawns. And again, so I beg for mothers who have children, for fathers who want to be involved in their kids' lives, to allow that to happen. Too often, we feel, both parents feel, that the way to get back at the other parent is to use the kid, is to use the child. Sorry, that is wrong, in my opinion. So I encourage mothers to please allow your child to have access to their fathers. Too often we use the courts, too often many women, not all women, many women use the courts in order to get back at their child's father. because we know that the courts pretty much are biased towards mothers' rights, because it is a notion that a mother is the primary caregiver. When you have a father that wants to care for the child, then no longer is the mother the primary caregiver. They are both equally responsible for caring for that child. A mother cannot offer the disciplines, the protection, and the comfort of a father. And a father cannot offer the emotional support and spiritual support, and many times and emotional encouragement as a mother. Is impossible, because a mother comes with emotions and a father comes with a certain degree of protection. And so it's impossible for a mother to do a father's job and for a father to do a mother's job. And so it's important that both parents are involved in their young people, in their child's lives. Having said that, I encourage the court systems to allow that and to pursue both parents being involved in a child's life. That's called balance, and that's called parental responsibility. Child support is not financial assistance. And I think that gets confused in the court system when we have mothers running fathers in for child support, or in some cases, fathers running mothers in for child support. Child support comes with emotional support, academic support, spiritual support, psychological support, as well as financial support and physical support. And some mothers cannot offer the physical support that the fathers can. Fathers cannot offer the emotional support that mothers can. And so I think it is imperative and is important and it is necessary, and it has to be done where the mother humbles herself, the father humbles himself, and focuses on what is necessary for their child's benefit, not on what they think is necessary, not on what they want to be necessary, but what is necessary is the involvement of both parents. So to my fathers, we need to swallow whatever anger, frustration we have towards our child's mothers and get involved in their child's life, because there's you running around. And to our mothers, I think we need to for you all, I'm not a mother, so I really can't say we, but I think some of you really need to humble yourselves in trying to get back at the child's father. A man could be the worst husband in the world, or boyfriend if it doesn't reach that stage, but could be the greatest father in the world. And so that needs to be allowed to happen. Stop using whatever happened between you two to get back at the other person. It's over. Once it's over, it's over. It's time to put that child first. And then we can have some more confident young people. Thank you.